So you kind of just have to do that, I guess. I don't know. Like, how would you have done it? Instead of just slowly grinding him down. Just want to check if there's any loot around here. I guess the answer is no. Yeah, no, there's no loot around here. Hmm. And I guess it wasn't... I mean, I guess I've got good armor and various skills. So his attacks didn't do too much damage to me. Maybe if I was weaker in those areas, maybe that would have been a more exciting fight. What do we have? I should save the game, I guess. Save the game just so I don't have to fight him again.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go!
Dr. Johansson?
I am an archeologist. You can't hold me here like this. I am a hostage. I do not need protection. Bring me back to my hotel at once.
I'm here to help you, Dr. Johansson.
Why are they doing this? What is this nonsense with the guns and the crosses and the talk of vampires? Why do they insist on keeping me here? Who are these people?
They are bad people. I'm the good guy. They're gone now. I can let you go. Just please answer my questions.
Yeah, okay. Anything, just get me out of these caverns and away from these crazies. I think I'm starting to get pneumonia.
Tell me what you know about the Incarnate sarcophagus.
The sarcophagus? You went through all that trouble for the sarcophagus? Yeah, I'll tell you. But don't you think it would be better to get out of here before those men come back?
I've dealt with them. There won't be any problems. They don't give us any problems.
I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape.
Sure.
All right. Where should I begin?
Well, can you tell me about the sarcophagus?
Let's start with the history of the Ankharan sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians?
I kind of am, but just for the story, I'll say no.
Well, the Assyrians lived in Mesopotamia, a region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Most of this territory is now modern-day Iraq, Iran, Turkey, and Syria.
Yes, go on.
They were warmongers, conquerors, a people driven to expand by their kings. Even before the Romans, they migrated their conquered people to the territories to stem revolt. But, I'm afraid I'm getting off the subject.
Right, go on.
Well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record.
So that's 250 years.
While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Masquerade, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something.
So?
I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Masquerade could remain in, what is the word, pristine or intact condition for so many years. But this is who is believed to be contained within.
Okay, are you sure?
An educated guess. Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid.
Uh-huh. You compared him to a vampire, any reason?
You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastut in Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth,
And
the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation.
which is
A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood.
that, by the way, is not true. Okay.
Perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires. That's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist.
Yeah, maniacs. Yeah, we're crazy people. How did you find the encounter sarcophagus?
That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring.
I'm interested.
Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it.
Okay, do you really believe Masquerade is inside the sarcophagus?
That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello.
What else do you know about vampires?
Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth.
So how does the sarcophagus open?
Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing.
A key.
How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed.
The key is missing. They have a copy?
No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions.
What does the key
Do
look
you
like?
think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place.
What is the key? Okay, I'll untie you. There's a boat nearby. We can escape on it.
Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness.
Oh, he's gonna follow me. I see. What does the key look like? Really? You're not dead?
My attachment is here.
1 minute. 1 minute. Where is the archeologist? Where is the archeologist? Am I supposed to bring him with me? Where's the archaeologist? So, okay, so now we have to find the key. It seems like every time we do something, we find out we have to do something else. Come on, guys, run. Run, guys, run. Where is the archaeologist? $19, $18. Okay, there's not much time. Not much time. Where's the archaeologist? I guess I don't really care. That was strange. And we're in the sewers. How do we get here? Anyway, rats. So, I believe we have no side quests at all. Right. Let's just, should we fill our blood here or find a human above? Guess we can just eat the rats, since we're here already. Although I don't seem to be able to find any more rats. Here is one. And, okay, there's no rats. Come on, rats, where are they? Where's the rats? I don't see any, I'm so disappointed. I am so disappointed. Okay then. I guess we're just going upstairs. Wait a minute, log? You should report your findings to the prince. Okay, fine. The prince is probably gonna be so mad. What? No key? No archaeologist? We're gonna find someone who's not around. What is that? Okay, there's no one else here, right? Thank you, No Pants. You were very helpful. Are you serious? Did something just explode upstairs? Wow, all sorts of interesting things going on here. Okay. Weapons not allowed. This is still Elysium. So there's still no fighting here. But for some reason there's a lot of blood. What the hell happened downstairs? I guess the key goes into here. Wait a minute, there's a labyrinth. There's a maze thing on the face of it. Kind of cool, actually. So let's see, that's the Lamastu, is that what she's called? He's drinking blood, that's awesome. There's feathers and there's a rat. Oh, those are the feathers. So there's wings. Wait a minute, why is there like feathers on one side? Have they half opened it? Is that what it means? I think they've tried to open it. Hey, Sheriff.
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. They've shown their weakness. A last-ditch attempt to steal the prize.
Who did this?
The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. Two got a few stories up, but I took care of them. And my sheriff brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals.
The Sabbat attacked? Why?
Why else? The motive of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights. The Ankaran sarcophagus. They've been misled into thinking the sarcophagus holds a sleeping ancient and most coveted feasts. Diabolists.
They drink the blood of other vampires?
The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie, that is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially old ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they fed upon. In the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death. For the moment, we've manipulated the press into reporting tonight's events as a terrorist attack. Their soldiers may be no danger to me, but their threat to the Masquerade is abundant. As my best agent,